Okay, so there's actually 11, 11 of the completed books that have been written. Today we are going to go and talk a little bit about it, and basically the goal is so that I intend to write more of it. Actually, I'm currently writing the 12th. Here you can see book 11, book 10, book 9, book 8, book 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and book 1. In truth, we are going to explore some degree of explanation about each of the books, and my intention is to share hopefully each of the books with the YouTube channel. And the plan is to basically I will read one chapter in each video, and we'll see how it goes about and how people are going to receive this book. In truth, let me begin by saying I'm not a professional writer. I'm not in any way claiming myself to be very good in any way. I just like to write. Instead of claiming that I can write these books, I decided to simply just write. So there it is. What I have here is actually 11 completed books. I'm currently working on my 12th. So in reality, I can go and write more, but I'm thinking that based on my current condition and situation right now in my life, I prefer to reevaluate, probably rethink the way of my writing. And to tell you the truth, I don't intend to be striving to become the best writer ever. I simply just wanted to share with anyone who is interested to see, to read, to hear about my story if they wish, and hopefully learn something about it. So let's talk about the first one first. So if you look at this one, the one that I highlighted here, it's 001, which means this is my first book, technically speaking. You can see here the first date, 01/01/2015, means that on the 1st of January 2015, I officially write this book, which basically officially recorded it as the date to start writing. And as you can see here, 14 February 2015, this is when the book is finished. So let me talk a little bit about this book. The title of the book is Law of Salimi. What is it exactly? What encompasses? What does the stories and so on and so forth will be detailed later, hopefully in the later video. But instead, here I'm just saying that this is my first book. I will go in more details later. So the date signifies when I started actually, and the second date is when it is finished. So as you can see here, it's about I guess 1 month, 2 months, close to 3 months, I guess. This is the difference. Next, let's go, and as I said, I will go into more details soon. But let's go on the second book, and we'll see that 002, second book. Let's see the date. This date indicates that after the 14th of February, it took me some time before I find my next title, which is the book number 2, titled as Hikari Hikaru no Yami. Again, I will explain later the details of it, what it means, what it's about, then so on and so forth. But the thing is, the date here is recorded as 20th of March 2015. So it took me about 1 whole month, I guess, for me to get back into the writing phase. And then if you look at the date when I completed the book, it's on the 28th of November 2015. So it's a quite some time. I guess it's close to 8 months. Yeah, there's a lot going on during this time where I feel that the first book is much easier for me to write, and the second one is much more difficult. As I said, I will explore in more details later, and there are many reasons why it takes so much time. But nevertheless, let's go and look at the book number 3. See, book 003, 28th of February 2016. Again, a lot of time has been passed from the second book because reasons, I guess. And 24th of June 2016 is when I completed, which took about close to 4 months for me to finish the third book. And the third book is titled The Beautiful Monster and the Beast. Okay, again, I will go in more details about the title and what it really means and what's the story is about. Let's go on the fourth one first. So the fourth book is titled from 8th of July, which is quite good, I guess. The lapse between the third book to the fourth book, and it is finished on the 13th of October 2016, which means I guess there is an improvement in my writing speed. And in terms of quality, let's talk later. As I said, I don't intend to be the best writer ever, but I do intend to improve, but in my own kind of way, I guess. So anyway, the fourth book titled The Prodigious Terrain of Darkness. Okay, I'll go into more details in each of these ones, but let's go for the fifth books. So book number 5 begins on the 11th of November 2016, and it finished on 10th of January 2017. So it's titled Reaper's Folly. This is, I would say, to a certain degree, a collaboration with one of my great friend, a great author, I guess. So yeah, this book is it took about close to 2 months to finish the book. So I wanted to show you one of the reasons as to why I'm showing you the date and the time it needed for me to finish the book, just to let you know that, again, I'm not the best of the best. I'm not a great writer even. I don't even consider myself a professional author. I just like to write. And soon, in my future video, I will show you each one of the chapter so that you can even either like the story or hate the story. I don't care. I just wanted to share my story. Anyway, the book 5 is titled Reaper's Folly. It took me about 2 months, which shows that there is an improvement. So let's go for the books number 6, 18th of January 2017, about 8 days after I finished Reaper's Folly. And it's done in about 6th of February 2017. The title is Halo. So book number 6 is, I think it's, I would say no more than 2 months. Well, if you have a calculator and you can calculate it, you can see the actual number of days that it took. Nevertheless, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying that I wanted to show you a trend in my writing. Anyway, book number 7, it started on 8th of February. You see, from 6 to 8, it took me like 2 days. I took 2 days rest before I begin writing the 7th book, 8th of February 2017, and I finished in 24th of February 2017. And the book title is Hero. You might see some kind of a play of words, I guess, but let's go into more details later. But the thing is, look at the time. 24 minus 8 is 16 days, which is, I consider this as an amazing improvement from the 8-month period. So yeah, so let's go and look at the book number 8 from 24. So it took me several days before I begin the next book, book number 8. It started on the 1st of March 2017, and I finished it on the 14th of March, which is about 14 days. This book is titled as Villain, and book number 9, I started at 20th of March 2017, and it's finished in the 12th of April 2017, which is to show that there are times where I need more time to take in writing, but on average I would say I could write somewhere if I have full focus, I could take about 15 days to write and finish a whole book. As for the quality and for the... let's go in more details later. So book number 9 is talking about authority. Book number 10 started on 13th of April 2017 and finished on the 6th of May. It's titled Veracity. And book number 11 is starting from 9th of May 2017 and it's finished on the 6th of May. Is it? Wait. Yeah, something is wrong somewhere. It's not that accurate. Probably, yeah, I will look into it. The date is not correct here. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Yeah. It's not the right date. Probably one more month after that. Yeah, it took me about. Nevertheless, it's titled Animosity, and actually I'm writing my 12 books. It started on 9th of March. 9th of June 2017. It's titled Quistis. I haven't finished this one because I'm taking a break. So from this, I think we can assume that let's make some changes for this one. I think it's completed on June. So let me make some changes here. Yeah, it's actually on June. Okay, so what I'm trying to show to everyone here today is that I currently have 11 completed books and currently writing on my 12th. I'm also working on 13, 14, 15, and so on and so forth. What I'm trying to say is that I would like to share what I have been working on, why am I doing this, and so on and so forth in future video. But let me begin by saying that this would be my introduction to, I guess this is my first video on the YouTube, and I hope my plan is basically to put one video every day, starting with my first book, Law of Salimi. Okay, here's the thing. To be honest, I don't really care whether it's going to be accepted by people or people don't like it. To be honest, I just wanted to share my story. So at the end of the day, I wanted to show that if I'm really dedicated and fully focused in doing my work, I think I can produce more type of stories, which I consider that it would be amazing for people to at least know about it and see different type of storytelling, I guess. Because the thing is, I consider myself as more of a storyteller rather than a great author or artist and so on and so forth. I'm not. So I just consider that I like to tell stories. So these are the things that I intend to share through YouTube. So I hope this would conclude the first video at least to give you some preview of what's to come. I haven't fully decided to show all of it yet. Let's start with the first book, and we'll see how it goes, if people can accept. Anyway, this is part of the cover from my first book. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the cover of the first book, and titled Law of Salimi. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.